watching us on his flat screen plasma TV 3D.
Theatre performances in Kenya have improved drastically over the past few years. The Kenya National Theatre continues to be the home of many artists. Various competitions are hosted at the theatre, with the recent being the Kenya International Theatre Festivals. KidFest provides a platform to showcase Kenya theatre to the world and stimulate artists and audiences by bringing international theatrical performances to Kenya. KidFest is geared towards a celebration of outstanding performances and production, while promoting diverse cultural practices and inclusion, gathered by the rich local art, travel, and tourism. With the spike of performances at the theatre, little attention has been accorded to setbook performances, Ali's traveling theatre.
He's not coming. Tamina, that is not the end of all this. This is the beginning of a new life. And you start, Tamina. No.
This form of theatre has its roots in the late 90s, when artists at that time were trying out different things and the market for such shows grew. Over the years, it has evolved to be such a crucial form of education to secondary schools other than entertainment. The Traveling Tenets is here to unravel every bit of the traveling theatre. We will travel with groups and get hold of key stakeholders who continue to sustain this market.
Hi my good viewers, today with the Epic Dream Production and talented cast, they have a show at Rakanithi and we're heading there. It's around 6:18 there and it's raining, very cold, I'm telling you. So join us as we find out the ups and downs of the industry and the challenges and more.
So how are you feeling? What's your reaction about the journey?
It's so good. Everything is interesting. Yeah, the journey, the weather is so chill, yeah.
So how do you feel like waking up from bed and then with this weather heading there, like, do you feel good?
Yeah, I feel good provided that it's a Saturday. At least you have something to do on a weekend.
From the producer's intel, the cast members meet up by 5:30 a.m. The morning experienced difficulties due to the rains. The actors start off the day in high spirits, but a quick nap due to the cold weather and heavy downpour. Inactivity gets in, and everybody enjoys a small nap as the journey progresses.
It's exactly 2 hours 10 minutes since we left Nairobi. That was around 6:18, and now we are at Runyenjes. The actors are having breakfast. It's going to be an amazing day. Join us.
Pengine mabondelino na sitakataa wito wake Bwana Mungu, nitasema niko hapa, nitumeni leo, nitasema niko hapa, nitumeni leo, pengine milimani utanituma niende.
Kinda composed, but niko very nervous for oral literature. But I know we're going to give it an edge.
I'm used to the stage, so I think it's just a simple thing. We go, we perform, and we are done.
finally reached our destination at Kaini Girls High School. Epic team is backstage preparing for the performances, and the students were on a break, but right now they're inside, they're ready for the performances. Let's start our day.
We want to interact through oral literature.
The actors' energy is on top notch. The mastery of the art is overwhelming, and the students keep cheering after every piece of performances. Everybody's having a good time, and for the students, it's an amazing learning experience.
Receive my greeting.
Say my love is a beautiful thing, but according to me, you depend what sort of person you are seeing.
Simulizi.
It has been a long day for all of us, and the students and the Epic Dream team are just wrapping up their show. So we're anticipating for the students to come out, and we'll interact with them to see the interactions and the feedback on the show.
Performance were good. The actors are very funny, sociable, and relatable. So it was perfect. The performance today, I really liked it. It was enjoyable. It was entertaining. It was educative. I liked most of how they presented themselves. They were audible enough. Most of them were flexible in what they were saying, in how they were explaining things. So yeah, I like the fact that even though they did mistakes along the way, they were able to correct them. And also, when they made it look so natural, because most of them were nervous, and they were able to do it so well. Even though they were nervous, they were able to curb the nervousness.
I'd like to thank the Epic Dreams Production for coming to do the facsimile and the oral literature. It makes us have an ample time during the exams to remember whatever you watched and adding to what you've learned in class. About the performance, when I rate it from 1 to 10, 10 being the best, I give them a 9.5 for they give us a very nice performance. Yeah.
Really enjoyed. But the fact that we were at the back, we could not really hear them that clearly, although they were audible. Let them improve next time on their audibility so that even the people at the back can hear.
And I've seen a difference in their acting. You know, in acting, the key thing in acting is passion and entertainment. They are very entertaining. They are resilient on stage. They also have physical stamina. They can do production for many hours. And I like them because they are consistent and tenacious.
As the actors are set to leave the school after 5-hour performances, the students are excited. Some are eager to get their contacts, some are eager to know more about the actors, and some just accompanying those with the courage. The teachers are satisfied with the performances. The students are very much happy, and the actors thankful for yet another opportunity to be on stage and also get something for their pockets.
Okay, just listen to me. Listen to me, please. Okay, just listen to me. Give me a moment. You see, for the past 8 years that you've been married, I've been waiting for a wonderful thing to happen. God knows wonderful things do not happen every single day. And when I saw that man's letter lying at the letterbox, never for a moment did I imagine that you will consent to all the things that he was saying. That you will turn your back against me and listen to whatever he was saying. You of all the people, after all we've gone through.
Hi, my good viewers. Today we are at Juja in Kiambu County as we continue to uncover the tales of traveling theatre. And today we have a guest with us who is also a student at JPAT.
Hi, Bri.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm fine. What about you?
I'm good. So can you tell our audience who Bri is?
Well, Bridget Titenya is my full name. I am a student at JQuat. I am taking medical biochemistry, but I'm also an actress.
Okay. So can you tell us what inspired you to be an actor?
Well, naturally, I've just always loved everything about acting since I was a kid. So I used to do those little games about acting, and whenever I saw any acting skit going on, I used to be so happy to see it. So I told myself that what if I become an actress myself, because I can see that bit was very interesting for me.
Okay, so Bri, can you tell us the challenges you go through as an actor and a student?
Yeah, actually I have quite a lot of challenges, but the major challenge is time management. Well, you see, I have to squeeze my limited time to balance both between the studies and the theatre thing. So naturally I have to use any free time that I have to do everything. You know, I also have house chores to do. I also have rehearsals to do. I have to study for my exams. I have assignments and reports. So whatever little time I get, I have to use it so well. So normally I don't go out a lot because any free time I get, I have to be doing something constructive.
Okay, so sometimes it can happen that your class can be colliding with you having a rehearsal. So which one do you prioritize most?
Well, it depends with the rehearsal. If it is a rehearsal that we've done before, so it is just something that you're going to repeat, I don't have to go. But if it is a first time rehearsal, I'll have to skip the class and go for the rehearsal. But when I'm from the rehearsal, I go back to my books. I see what they've been studying. If I don't get it, I talk to someone who was in class, and then I just catch up. If it's calculations or something, I just ask from friends, and that's how I survive. But previously, I read through the notes before the others. Like I read ahead, so it's kind of not that hard for me to catch up with them.
Okay, so like you said, you have a lot of responsibility as a student, and we know your course comes with a lot of pressure, and as a girl, you have house chores, and then at the same time, you're an actor. So how do you juggle all that?
Well, actually, like for instance, when I wake up in the morning, I usually wake up at 5. So when I wake up, I take my first 2 hours to study. That is from 5 to 7. Then I have breakfast. Then if we are having any lines that I have to master for the rehearsals, I do at that time as I do my house shows. I normally record the audio. Then I just have my AirPods on, so I can listen to whatever I have to cram. So I listen to my lines as I do my house shows. I wash the utensils, I clean the house. So by the time I'm done, I've already mastered the lines. So then I take my shower and go for rehearsals or for class, and I'm set to go. I've studied and I've gone through my lines.
So as someone who has been acting, let's say for a while, for how long have you been acting?
Like 3 years.
3 years?
Yes.
Okay. So for someone who has been acting for a while, what benefits or maybe changes or impact has acting had on your life?
Well, it has had a lot of good impacts on me. First of all, it has made me to go to many places that I hadn't gone to before, because our theater normally entails traveling a lot because we do set books, so we go to schools. So you can find I've not been to the coastal area, but because of acting, we travel there. And when we get there, we're not limited. You can actually explore and do anything. So I've traveled to most parts of this Kenya. And also it has given me connections with other actors. So I can be at my house, then I'm told, Bri, you can come, we want to have a short clip. Then they give you some tips. So it is a quick source of income. And also, as I act, I'm also paid. And we do it normally during the weekend. So I am sure every weekend I'll be having something coming into my pocket. So it is more advantageous to me compared to someone who is not doing anything at all.
Okay, so as an actor, you said you have passion for it. It's something that you love.
Yeah.
So, and at the same time, you're a student. So have you ever considered choosing acting as a main career and not having anything else on the side?
Well, actually, no, because I'm still very much into science. So what I think I can do is just look for something that will not deter me from doing my medical course. So I cannot choose to only major with acting as per now, because I don't know my fate with medicine, because I'm doing quite well in class also. So when I'm done with my degree, I'll now decide whether I want to do masters and continue with my medical course, or quit and do set book or let's say acting. But most probably I'm going to continue with my career. Then acting will just be a part-time thing, in that I can be on set, but I'm still working as a medical professional.
Okay, so when we look at the industry as an actor, maybe you are registered under a group and there's a hierarchy there, producer and everything. So when we look at the roles, division of roles, do you think for ladies there's that equality, gender equality?
Yeah.
Do you believe that they give more favor to men than they give it to the ladies?
No, actually no, I haven't faced anything like that. Like for production, the roles they're just even. So it depends with how outgoing you are. Like for instance, I have most main characters and I'm a lady. So they don't actually look at that. And for the leadership, let's say the production manager, the props manager, they just look at how you carry yourself around, and then you can be you can be chosen. Like for me, I have served as a production assistant, so I don't think there is any kind of biasness.
Okay, so do you think you have a future in this industry? If maybe you said you're so good in class, if this works and maybe you do well in class and you choose that as a profession, do you think acting, you still have a future in acting?
Yes, I believe I still have a future in acting, because I've looked at other actors who have other professions. Like somebody is an actor, but they're still doing, let's say they're a doctor, they're a journalist, all those other professionals. I think I can still go through with my acting and still manage my medical life, because I can do acting of the theater or laboratory stuff, because acting is not limited. You can always do it at any time, at any place, and in whatever manner you want to do it.
Okay, so what advice would you give to someone who has the skills and passion and wants to join the industry?
Well, I can tell them that they shouldn't feel limited in any way. Like for me, for instance, I have a very demanding course to undertake, that is medical biochemistry, but I still go ahead and do acting because I want to, because I know that's where I belong. So whatever happens, if you're passionate about acting, you just go ahead and do it, because you never know what is going to happen in the future. Maybe acting is your way throughout the life, so you just do it and everything will just fall in place.
Mpaka sasa kaburi la mama yetu limesimama nje ya nyumba yetu kama kumbukumbu ya mama yetu, lakini sijakufa moyo, manake najua nina mfadhili. Atagharamia maisha yangu, atagharamia elimu yangu, na najua mustakabali wangu utakuwa bora. Najua nikisoma vizuri maisha yangu yatakuwa mema, elimu itanipeleka mbali.